Realtree's Midwest Whitetail is brought to you by Cabela's, Cuddyback, America's Best Bowstrings, Drake Non-Typical, Easton Arrows, Frigid Forage, Fuse, Grizzly Coolers, Hoyt, Hoyman Tree Saws, Lone Wolf Tree Stands, Nikon, Ozonics, Redneck Blinds, RTP Outdoors, Spot Hog Releases, Wasp Archery, Viking Solutions, and Realtree.
Something's coming. Oh, wow, look at that buck. Holy moly.
Is that bigger than the one you shot?
That's my nice 10 right there.
Why didn't you get him?
I passed him. I want to give him one more year. Look at him. Look at him with your binoculars. He's humongous. You gotta film him, buddy. That one right there.
Oh my god, that one's giant.
Yeah, that's my big boy. Getting some good footage of the big one.
All right, it's evening of October 8th. I think what we're going to do tonight is we're going to dive in and go after our main target buck tonight. It's a deer we call Heavy. We passed him last year at 4.5, possibly 5.5, so this deer is fully mature. So he's been living in this small general area here, and all my cuddyback pictures of him have been coming out to this small little clover field here. So it'll be tough to see, it's warm, but we're going to give it a try tonight. The wind's perfect. See if we can possibly lay his eyes on him, and you never know.
It's about 4:45. We're all set up and ready to go here. We're sitting right in this little clover pocket, so it's a real small, not even a half-acre clover plot here, but it's tucked right in some CRP. So there's two big traws and some really nice bedding area here behind us. And then right to the back side of the stitch is our big food plot with Big and Beastie and beans and winter rye. So there's actually a big white oak tree right in the middle of this clover spot. It's been dropping a ton of acorns this year, so these deer have been feeding on the clover and then also on the acorns here. There's actually a nice scrape under this white oak tree as well. So it's really warm. We've got a really nice south wind here blowing. The wind is perfect. So I'm hopeful with the sun out, as much rain as we've had, that the deer might be on their feet tonight. So I'm gonna sit back and see what we can see, but I think it's gonna be a fun evening. Here it is right here. That's a sight you like to see. Nice bloody Easton full metal jacket. So you can see some blood sprayed right here where we hit him. He just went right through the grass here. So here you go. Blood right here. We saw him run through the prairie grass right here. Yep, right here. There you go. Blood here. Yeah, he's spraying pretty good here. Oh, he's not gonna be far. Here he is right there. Oh my. Wow. He's actually bigger than what I thought. Wow, look at the mass on that guy. Okay guys, so we got him tagged. We're up here at the edge of the field, so just a great deer. He went about 80 yards. We actually had to get him field dressed to get him out here. He went down in a ditch and died, so I don't know what he's gonna weigh when we get him on the scales, but he is a fully mature deer. You know, he's a mainframe 8. He's got, 9, 10, 11, 12, about 15 scoreable points here, so but his big thing is just his mass. I mean, I don't know how well he's going to show on camera, but he is just got tons of mass. I mean, we'll do some measurements on him later, but I can barely, even get my hands around some of these spots in his main beam here. Just great mass. So I've got a history with this deer. Wasn't positive, if it was the deer that I thought it was, but it was. He was actually a 10-point last year, and I had actually passed this deer several times with my bow last year. He was probably 165-inch 10-point last year, but you could just tell he had a lot of mass, had tons of potential, so we decided to go ahead and give him one more year, and he did drop down to an 8 this year, but he just added tons of character. As far as the hunt tonight, why it works so well, basically, I got to give it to the Cuddy Links here. So I've been running tons of Cuddy Link cameras on this farm. I've actually been getting Cuddy back pictures of this deer since late July. Tons of pictures of him in velvet, and kind of knew where his core area was. The main area he's been bedding, it was just a couple hundred yards from here. But by the last 10 days or so, he started showing up on this little food plot right here. So the last 4 days we've had tons of rain, and today was actually the first day we've had some sunshine. So I just really thought if we got a chance to come out here and sit tonight, there's a chance we could see him on his feet. So it was warm. I think it was 83 degrees today. But we had a strong south wind today, kind of helped us in the tree. We weren't sweating or anything, but even though it was warm, I just felt like the deer could be on their feet tonight. And great deer, couldn't be happier. So thanks again for watching Midwest Whitetail, the Heartland, and good luck to the rest of you guys the rest of the season.
Welcome to Midwest Whitetail, the Heartland Show. It's October 13th, and Jim and I made a move to a farm that's just down the road from Jim's main farm. And we're overlooking a big cut cornfield. This is the field that last day of the season, Jim had the encounter with Hugh, and another really good up-and-coming 10. So what we did, we've been trying to hunt more bedding areas the last few days, and we've been seeing deer, but just not the right deer. So I think we're convinced they're either in the timber on acorns, which we don't have a lot of sets for that, or they're coming out to the big egg fields. So we decided to come to this field. One, it's a big egg field, and two, it's a good observation set for us. And what we did this year as well is we came in and broadcast a bunch of oats right in front of a lot of our stands on the edges of this field. And those are actually coming up really, really good, so that's really nice to see. And we did that just to try to entice the deer to come over to this side of the field a little quicker and just to hang out in front of us to give us a shot opportunity. So the bucks that we're in here for today are going to be angle iron and then possibly Hugh. We're kind of smack dab right in the middle of, around the fringes of both of their home ranges, so we don't know that they both could show up, so we don't know. But I think it's going to be a good sit. Temps are in the high, or starting in the 50s. And we got a south wind, which is ideal for this set, at about 10 miles an hour. And with the rain going through yesterday, Jim and I are pretty confident we're going to see a lot of deer on this field. It's just, are they going to come across? So hopefully angle iron and Hugh want to make an appearance tonight and just at least give us a taste, if not an opportunity. He's too tight to be angle iron, isn't he? It's about 10 after 6 and the deer are finally starting to filter out here into this cornfield. We had 2 does and 2 bucks walk right beneath us. They came on the downwind side of us and snuck up on us, and all this honeysuckle. Thought it was going to be over there for a minute, but they didn't wind us. The deer finally starting to come out of the big block of timber to our east, and there's 1 buck that came out. I think he's a buck that we had last year. It was an 8-pointer, but I think he's a 9 this year, and he made a pretty good jump from last year. He's got good height, and good width, and good mass. So Jim and I are going to cross our fingers that he can make it through this year so we can see what he does next year. Got about a half hour left of light before we're got to pack it up, but still waiting on Hugh, still waiting on angle iron. But I think this will definitely be a good sit for us. We're not sure if we're going to go out tomorrow or not yet. We got to see what the families want to do. But anyways, it's a good sit for an October cold front. And we'll just keep chasing after Hugh and angle iron. So thanks for watching the Midwest Whitetail, the Heartland show.
Welcome to Midwest Whitetail, the Heartland show. Here it is in mid-October. The cold weather's upon us. We're loving it. Justin and I have been super busy over the last number of months getting the farm ready, and then we also had a trip out to New Mexico for elk. Had the opportunity to harvest a nice bull, and so here we are now focused on whitetails. We have 2 bucks we're after. One is leaner, the other one is field goal. We have a couple years of history with both of these deer. With leaner, we passed a couple years ago. We didn't know his exact age. Justin and Titus both had the opportunity last year to see him out in the field. No close encounters, but this year he's showing up on camera in daylight, and he definitely is a mature deer, and we're going after him. The second buck is Field Goal. That too, we have 2 years of history with him as well. Justin had a cool encounter last year in November where he came right underneath his stand and Justin decided to pass. So this year, the target's on him and we're going after him. And he's starting to show up on scrapes regularly, just at night right now. But we plan on having an encounter with him come November. So I'll let Justin get into his hit list, but look forward to bringing the season to you guys this year.
Well, the other farm that we're hoping to hunt is one of the original pieces, and we have 2 bucks that we're going after there. One buck is Derby. He was a great big 8-point last year, and we have 2 years of history with him. I thought he was 4 last year, had a neat encounter with him close, was considering shooting him, but we elected to let him go, hoping he shows up. We haven't had any pictures of him yet this year, but that's not abnormal. Usually he shows up end of October, and then he's there pretty much all rut. I think he beds on the neighbor's piece and then comes over looking for does, hopefully in a couple weeks. The other buck that we have is a buck we call Lefty. He was a really nice 10-pointer last year. His left side was really nice and his right side was a little bit smaller. He's another buck that we didn't really target because we had some bigger bucks that we were going after, but we got a lot of neat trail cam pictures of him and know roughly where he's living. So he's one that we're going to have the cameras out. We don't have any pictures of him yet this year as well, but as a deer that was all over the farm last year, and literally looking forward to either one of those bucks. So we have a really nice hit list. We've got at least 4 bucks that we're going after, and I'm sure there will be more that show up. But excited for another year of Midwest Whitetail and another year of a great whitetail season.